3 minutes early to be exact. How is everyone? I got my co-host, as usual, Miss Lucy Liu. So we'll wait for a few people to come in before I start. Hey, Sandy. That's horrible. That's horrible, Mark. Hey, Alaska Boomer. How are you? They always say hi to Lucy. Hi, Brad. How are you? Oh, she was growling at you.
Yeah, let her grow.
That's very sad. Yeah. Well, at least they're honoring him. That's very sad. Hey, Fayette. How are you? I have some news. I have a few pages I have to read off of. I was busy working today on what I have to report to you guys. So I got some pages here. And then a few things I have to read off the computer. You gotta mute that because it's gonna travel back. Howdy, Mr. B. How are you? Oh, I'm sorry, John. I couldn't imagine. She is my everything. You can just see her ears. Hello, nobody. How are you? Is it nice and warm in Florida? Darth Vader, for those Canadians with intelligence, research on YouTube search bar Crypto Underground Railroad escaping Canada. How was your day, Mr. B? Hi, Mrs. B, if you can hear me. I know you had a long and eventful day, moving all your stuff. Do you want... No, thank you, John Smith. I would never get rid of my dog. Mr. B said hi, Troy.
Hello.
He said hello. No, I haven't, nobody. I've never seen that. We'll just wait for a few more people to come in and then we'll get going on to what I have to talk about. Like and share, guys. Share this video, get it out there so we can have a lot of people in here to know what's going on in this world. Thank you all for being here. Hope everyone's doing well. That's good. I'm wearing my new Canadian Triple Goose jogging suit. Super warm. Troy has a matching one. He's wearing his. That's good, Mark. Let me know when you guys are ready. There's 19 people in here, 23 likes. I don't know if I should start now or wait a few more minutes. Nobody says hi, Troy. Hi, Lucy. He says hello. You ready, Shirley? Okay, so there's 27 people in here, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. You guys remember, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you like what you see. And if you wanted to make donations to help me get better gear, to help better bring the news to you guys, it's linked in the description box as well as pinned in the chat. So we're going to go ahead and start this. What last one for you, Mrs. B? What is it, Mr. B? Okay, so after everything that has happened in the past 3 years, and especially the last 4 weeks, now they're wanting all of our attention to face towards Ukraine, the war in Ukraine. Something is afoot. I've been reading all over Twitter and other places, and a lot of people are saying they're gaslighting us, telling us this is all a conspiracy theory about mass weapons of destruction, bioweapons, Russia to take out all the bioweapons. And if you believe this theory, you're crazy and or stupid. I believe the conspiracy theorists. Does anyone else feel like the situation with Russia and Ukraine is suddenly becoming the focus on the West? Not because it's a new or our government care, but because the pandemic narrative has collapsed and they need a new crisis to piggyback on. So are they diverting our attention there because there's something else going on here? I don't know. Food and fuel will get more expensive in Canada and around the world thanks to Putin. So I don't know, whatever. Cost of gas could hit $2 a liter in the Greater Toronto Area as of next month. So, $2 a liter. And just for instance, normally when I would spend like $200 and get a lot of things, I spend over $300 and get very little now it's been crazy. I wonder what's so important about the Ukraine that the super rich are worried about, yet nobody can explain. It's not strategic, it's not military power, it's not even really an ally. I wonder what it could be. Hi, Steve, how are you? Sorry if Hi, Two Hats. Oops. What went on there? It zoomed in on me. Hold on, guys. Oh, we don't want it zooming in that much on me. Yeah, it's ridiculous, Mark. I wonder what it could be. As I said, the USA has bioweapon labs in Ukraine. 11 bioweapon labs in the Ukraine. The Russians are destroying their bioweapon labs. Putin is carrying out a cleanup operation. In Ukraine, so far they have taken out 7 of them, according to this source. But all websites are down explaining what is really happening. How convenient is that? Lots of rumors that Russia targeting U.S. bioweapon labs in the Ukraine with their missiles. Seeing as how MSM are frantically putting out reports denying this, so I would assume it to be true. This thread that was taken down in 10 minutes after it was posted. Now I'm going to show you the thread on my computer. This was taken down 10 minutes after it was posted, but luckily I got it emailed to me. So let me just go here. I'm going to load it here. Wait, where is it? I put it. Is this it? Okay, let me pause this. I'm going to try and position you guys so you can see, and I'll just read off of it. Sorry that it's not the best. I'll read it for you guys, but I need to figure out how I guess I could turn it around, or I'll just read it. So this thread that was posted on Twitter was taken down within 10 minutes of it being posted, but luckily I got it sent to me through email. Holy shit. I think I may be onto something about the Ukraine. Zelsky said that Russians are firing at military installations. How broad is that term? I am seeing speculations that this could include U.S. installed biolabs. At first I was like, no way, but then I started digging. Okay, so let me play this. Here, I'll just turn you guys around so you can see, okay? Okay, can you guys see it okay? I'm going to try and hold it steady as I can. Don't worry, guys, I will get a better way of doing this. Okay, so here's a map. So this guy started digging. I'm not too sure of his name. It's not listed. Oh, yes, it is. It's listed at the beginning. So let's go back. His name is Clandestine. Okay, so let's play this. Okay, so here's the U.S. biolabs in the Ukraine. If you see here, oops, all of these red dots are the biolabs, exclusive U.S. biolabs in Ukraine, and they are financed at an expense of the U.S. Department of Defense. The laboratories are located in Odessa, Vinnytsia. I can't not read these names, but you guys can see here the names. Expand horizontal. I don't know how to do that. If I go horizontal, it's going to be sideways for you guys. Well, this one got taken down supposedly 10 minutes afterwards. This was posted February 24th. Okay, so this next one. Number 2. First, I checked if the U.S. even have biolabs in Ukraine. Turns out we do, and in classic U.S. fashion, it's marked as defense. Biological Threat Reduction Program in Ukraine, studying the most dangerous viruses in the world at Russian border. So number 3. So if you guys can see. Number 3, okay. So we are studying the world's most deadly pathogens at Russian border. It's just for defense. Not that big of a deal, right? Wrong. I didn't know this until today, but Russia has been accusing U.S. of creating bioweapons at the border. I'll catch up with the comments after, guys. Number 4. And they have good reason to believe that as the U.S. NIH-funded gain of function in Wuhan Then C-19 got out and it ruined the world. COVID-19 got out and ruined the world. Russia and China asked the UN for the US allies to be checked and limited in bio capabilities 4 months ago. What? Number 5. Do you all know what this means? China and Russia indirectly and correctly blamed the US for COVID-19 outbreak and are fearful that the US allies have more viruses bioweapons to let out. This is massive, yet I'm disturbed that I can't see that word. That I didn't know about this 4 months ago. Number 6. So how does that pertain to the Ukraine? Well, where in the Ukraine are the explosions taking place? Here's the reported explosion in Lusk. This is 75-mile island in far western Ukraine, the opposite border of Russia. What does that have to do with sorry guys, these words are like difficult. Donetsk in the east. Breaking explosion reported in Lusk, Ukraine, which is less than 75 miles from the border of Poland. Seven, reportedly, Kyiv has seen missile strikes as well at their airports and military installation. Kyiv is also on the western side of Ukraine. Also the city the U.S. government have confirmed the U.S. have built biolabs in. Number 8. Putin also continues to call it a special military option, like I said before. It was just a cleanup job, he was saying. Says he wants to dematerialize and densify the country, but not occupy it. What does that mean? What does he mean by that? What is he really targeting? Paul Sun. Russian President Vladimir Putin announced that Russia is undertaking a special military operation in the Ukraine, saying his goal is to dematerialize and densify, oh my gosh, these words. Densify the country, but not occupy it. Number 9. Yes, I know he targeted airports and military capabilities, but if Putin really believes, as his admin has stated publicly multiple times, that the U.S. are creating bioweapons at Russia's border, then this entire situation could be way bigger. Number 10. I'm not sure what's going on in the past 4 months. Russia and China accused of the U.S. of creating bioweapons at their borders, and none of us heard about it. And our media wrote it off as a disinformation and largely didn't report on it other than to call it a conspiracy theory. For all this to make sense, you must be privy to the reality that the U.S. NIH did indeed create COVID-19 in Wuhan, which has been largely accepted as the reality and confirmed in the emails between Collins and Fauci. I broke down their official NIH emails released by Congress. Number 1. This thread will break down source material between America's top scientists and health officials at NIH recently made available via FOIA. Jordan and James Comer, we have emails sent to... Okay, that was it. That's it. Okay, so. Now, that was it for that one. Hello, Leo. How are you? So that was it for that one. So what do you guys think about that? This, mind you, this was taken down 10 minutes afterwards. After it was posted. Like I said last night in my live, there is conspiracy theories. Taco's here, Lucy. Turn and say hello. There's conspiracy theories that they're trying to release a rabies virus for humans. So Putin is trying to stop that. That's another theory that is being going around. Because they want him to join the WEF and he doesn't want to join it. That was the other theory. So he's going in there to destroy what they have. But thus far, all the conspiracy theories, the tin heads, they call them, have been right. The tin hats, sorry, have been right with everything thus far. So why wouldn't we believe them now? And why would MSM are frantically putting out that this is not true and taking this down? So that's kind of concerning. Russia cleaning up Biden's mess. Remember, if you lie, you're going to have to remember 3 or 4 more lies on top of that to keep up with that first lie that you said. So they're bound to slip up at some point, which, you know, people are uncovering a lot of stuff. You know, so you're just about to say that. I'm bringing the real news. I'm bringing, like, MSM, all those medias are, they're not honest. It's all written by what our government wants you to see. They make what they want you to see. Be prepared, not scared. Okay, next. What else did I have? Did I have any more about? Oh, okay. This is from Canada. Fear not, Ukrainians. The people who locked their citizens in their homes for 2 years, killed them, terrorized them, paid the press to lie to them, and subjected children to dangerous medical experiments are coming to save you from this tyranny. So that's being said by our government, that they're going to go save these people. They're coming to save you. Listen to this truth. If there's only one thing you've learned in the last 24 months, is that MSM is a lie. The war isn't any different. It's all theater. You are being played. We are all pawns on the chessboard. All smoke and mirrors as to what is really actually going on in the world. Hello to all that have just come in here. I'm just updating you guys on what is going on. Thank you all for being here. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe if you haven't already. And if you can donate to help me better bring you the news, awesome. If not, just you being here is support enough. I do have a Rumble account, but I have to get a webcam. It won't let me go live from my phone. I have to do it on the computer. So I do have one. I have a platform there. So if you guys want to go subscribe to it, I will put it in the link. I will actually put it in here real quick. So give me 1 second. Here's a link to one of my videos on there. If you could go there and follow me, I will be getting a webcam soon. So I just put my link in there. You guys can go follow me there if you want, because I will do some streaming on there once I get a webcam. Yes, exactly, Mr. B. It's all owned by the same people. So now I'm going to get into news on Canada. What is going on here? Okie dokie, let's see. Okay. Ontario mask mandate could be lifted simultaneously across most areas, including in schools, when safe to do so. Quebec has announced a plan to lift mask mandate in elementary and secondary school classrooms by March 14th. That's interesting. We'll see if that happens. Would you say you're still wearing a mask? Yeah, I would. Yeah, you haven't been sick forever, so I would. Let me start off with the breaking news. So Ontario has banned dozens of big rig trucks and is seizing dozens more for participating, even legally, in the Ottawa protest. As well, there was news on Pat King today. Pat King denied bail. Justice of the Peace said in Pat King's bail hearing, I am satisfied there is a substantial likelihood Mr. King would continue committing similar to what he is accused of. Let me just turn this around. Should he be released? He is also not satisfied with King's surety plan. So he's been denied. He faces more jail time now. They're not satisfied with his surety, so I don't know what they're going to do about that. $60 people in here. Let's get it. Let's get it to 100, guys. Let's try and get it to 100. Share, share, share. Hit those likes. Okay. Now, for the COVID rapid tests here in Canada. There's been, where is it? Where did I put it? Oh my gosh, I'm lost now. Is it on this side? Oh yeah. There's been over 50 calls made to poison control centers from overexposure to COVID-19 rapid test kit ingredients. This is posted today. Kits may include chemical preservatives that are poisonous if swallowed or absorbed. So if you're constantly using them or whatever, it's being absorbed into your bloodstream. There's been 50 calls so far about this. Yeah, there's been adverse reactions to the vaccine are the highest ever heard. 1 in 25 people will have reactions to the vaccine. That's a high number. The Ministry of Health says you'll never again be able to have full immunity if you get the doses. And that, oh my gosh, I'm all over the place. And that your body can no longer build antibodies to certain viruses. Therefore, your body is now immune compromised. I have no idea, Dan, why they're denying bail with such a peaceful protest. It's just baffling to me. Exactly, Sean. More adverse reactions in 11 months than 38 years combined. That's something. So supposedly, Krista Freeland, rumors of her being the next MP. Oh, wow. If she wins, it's more rigged than we thought. There's no way in hell that she would win an MP. She's a witchy bitch. Like, the World Economic Forum, this was another post. The World Economic Forum is not running Canada. The better question is why and how this is impacting Canadian political system. Concerns about the Great Reset. The World Economic Forum and the apparent plan to turn Canada into a communist state is one of the underlying conspiracy theories. I believe that that's what they're trying to do.
can still fly it.
So Senator Denise Batters calls for an end of vaccine mandates and restrictions. Senator Gold, this was today, could not even get his words out when he's speaking his lies. He could not even say anything back to her. His words were all mumbled, jumbled, because he was trying to come up with shit as he went along. And Senator Huskas, I agree with him that, like, he went on to say the entire world, like, I agree with him. It is so terrible to see our beautiful country of Canada destroyed by Trudeau, Freeland, and others. There are lots of people who were fired and their livelihoods were completely violated, and they tolerated the government for 2 years before this convoy drove to Ottawa. Funny how they dismiss what they did to everyone else for 2 whole years and only notice when it is being slapped back in their face. Good evening, Mayhem. How are you? Okay, I have another thing to show you guys. We'll get into this. Let me go here. The Liberals and NDP are trying to weaken the Emergencies Act Oversight Committee. So I'm going to read this thread that was posted on Twitter today. Or was it yesterday? Yes, yesterday. Conservatives reject Liberal NDP proposal for Oversight Committee for immediate release. Ottawa, Ontario, John Brassard, Conservative House Leader, and Luc Berthold, Deputy Leader of the Official Opposition in Quebec, Political Lieutenant, issued the following statement after rejecting a proposal from the Liberals and NDP regarding the Emergency Act Oversight Committee. The Liberals and NDP are trying to weaken accountability and oversight measures required under the Emergencies Act. The act envisions a lean, opposition-heavy committee that will review the use of the extraordinary powers employed by the Prime Minister under his emergency declaration. The Liberal-NDP partnership is proposing a motion to establish a committee that will give the Liberals a working majority in contravention of the spirit of the act. Their proposal would also give the Senate a disproportionate role on the committee and would create 3 co-chair positions, including one for the NDP. Traditionally, oversight committees are chaired by the official opposition, not a member of the fourth party that sees itself as an extension of the government. Conservatives have rejected this proposal and provided a viable alternative that better reflects the requirements under the law. If the Liberals are confident that their actions in invoking the Emergency Act will stand up to the Parliament oversight and scrutiny, then they should abandon their motion and submit themselves to a rigorous accountability process that Canadians can trust. I seen someone come in. Hello, Sean. How are you? Oh, that's interesting, Shirley. I heard advice to use your own Q-tip swab instead of the one provided in the test kits. What's the truth, Sean? So that's interesting. Another one. The federal government faces a lawsuit over the Emergency Act. So I'm going to read this on my computer as well. So the federal government will have to defend its use of the Emergencies Act in court after two civil liberty groups asserted in legal challenges that invoking the act against anti-mandate protesters was unlawful. Alberta Premier Jason Kenney announced on Wednesday that his government will file its own court challenge. In separate court actions, the Canadian Constitution Foundation and the Canadian Civil Liberties Association, CCLA, are asking for a hearing in federal court. Both say they will continue their challenges despite Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's announcement on Wednesday that the government is ending the declaration of an emergency. It is vitally important that the courts address the legal issue raised by the public order emergency prior to the next time the Emergency Act is used, said Sujit Chaudhry, co-counsel with Jani Shamukanatan. Oh, I probably botched that name. Representing the Calgary-based foundation as a non-partisan group. So, now he is being sought after, and it's well deserved. I wish I could give Lucy a peanut butter cookie. She just ate her dinner. Oh, I give her, she likes their dried out sardines. I buy them. What do they call?
Sorry, I forget.
Get me them, Jaden. They're in the thing. She loves them. They're like freeze dried, not freeze dried. Freeze dried?
Yeah, they're like turkey.
Deep fried.
Deep fried sardines.
They're deep fried sardines. Or no, dried sardines. What are you saying? Deep fried. They're these things. They're dried sardines. Yeah, she's going crazy for it. You want to wave to everybody? Let's see if I can get her to wave for you. Yes, dogs can always help us feel better. I hate the smell of these, though. I hate fish. This is what they look like. They're like little sardines, you know. Give her two. They're little sardines. Okay, I'll give her two. Can you wave? Can you wave to the people? Wave. Wave. There's one. Just gonna go over there and get. Yeah, they're really. She loves them, and they're healthy for them. From farm to ocean. Arcania or Origin. They're by, I don't know. Made with love in Canada. They're Canadian. I don't know. They're one and only treats. One and only treats. There's only one treat. Here, let's see if I can get her to do something real quick. Let's get some enjoyment from Lucy real fast. Lucy, can you wave? Sit. Sit. Wave. Good girl. Can we roll over? Let's have you roll over. Back up. Down. Sorry. Roll over. Roll over. Good girl. There you go. There you guys go. There's some enjoyment. Can I? Oh no. She's a Jack Russell Terrier. Yeah, you got. I got them at Marshall's. I had some other news. I have a few more things. So after I read the federal government faces a lawsuit and emergency act, and I read that to you on the computer, Mark Gerenstein tweeted, the emergency act exactly served its purpose. Number 1, targeted only where it was needed. Number 2, proportionate to the threat. Number 3, lasted only as long as it needed. And 4, always maintained the Charter of Rights. Oh, okay. Sure, bud. It was invoked illegally. They're trying to save their asses now at this point, and I don't think that's going to happen. And the USA convoy has lots of Canadian flags I'm seeing, and there's been lots of people cheering on the truckers as well. They're still on their road to the destination of DC. But that is everything I have for you guys tonight. So what do you guys, like, do you guys think that's what, are they trying to, like, divert us to, you know, Ukraine and what's going on with Ukraine and Russia to make us, like, sidetrack us? Like, because, you know, I don't know. It could all be, I don't trust the government as far as I could throw, and I can't throw very far. Oh, nice, man. Pat Levy, FWW, you're live at the same time as 44K views competition. What do you mean? What do you mean by that, Pat? Yeah, see, I agree with you, Shirley. It's not over yet. We're not out of the woods yet, people. It's only just begun what they really want to put in effect. What do I know about Putin? I'm just studying up on him now. Poor timing. I have poor timing. Did you watch? Yeah, the government is not your friend. They're out for themselves. They don't, you know, like Troy said, what was it? He said all the rich people will last and the poor people will just die off. Oh my god, I keep zooming in on my face. Sorry about the super zooming, guys. Hi, Britt Murphy, how are you? Hi, Lewis. There is strength in numbers. Yep, well said. Oh, that's awesome, Mr. B. The main convoy is over 10 miles now with 9 other convoys fixing to merge with it. Some are already in DC. That's awesome. Taco's like, good God, I thought you popped through my screen. Yeah, every time I go to hit, my nails like somehow zoom me in.
Because you're double tapping.
Because I'm double tapping?
You probably want to text your nail too. And your finger.
Well, keep up the good fight, US. Keep up the, you know, finish what we started.
Oh, you know that the zombie movie that I have on Netflix that's in Chinese?
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't that what it's like? Like the videos going around?
Kind of, sort of, yeah. So what will it state? So what is the state that Canada is in currently? I really don't know how else to ask the question. Well, where we're at right now, the state is, we're still, the mandates have not even lifted yet. They're supposed to lift by March 15th or 13th, where we can go wherever we please without having to be vaccinated. Like we can go to a restaurant, we don't, movie theater, whatnot. But I don't know if that's going to exactly happen. The masks are still to be worn. And that's, as of right now in Windsor, the borders are still backed up a lot. Like when the Ambassador Bridge is still backed up a lot. Some of the roads are still blocked off, but not as heavy as they were. That's interesting, Mr. B. Yeah, in Ontario. Yep. Yes, Mark. Pat leave Russia mostly in weaponry. Masks do nothing unless you have an N95 or higher. Well, I have to admit, since wearing them, I haven't had colds as often as I would have. That's about it. The ski dog. Hope you keep this up, PzP girl. Wife and I like your channel very much. Well, thank you so much. I'm going to try my best, guys, to keep bringing you guys the truth, and I'm learning as I go. I am getting a little bit better. So thank you for being here. Thank you for all your support and the donations that you've made thus far. And if you guys want to help me with get better gear, donations are always accepted. I have the links both on the description and linked pinned in the chat section. But just you being here is awesome. Remember to hit that like button, the subscribe button if you haven't already. NB, true story. Yesterday on Jesse Waters on Fox, message from the White House said with President Obama in the headline. Lewis says, actually, on the contrary, N95 mask will be more dangerous if you wear it for a long amount of time. Yeah, because you're breathing in your own CO2, and at that point, it's like...
And once you go outside with the N95, it doesn't work as properly anymore.
And I wear silk masks at work, or like paper ones made out of paper. Donald S. I have a Rumble account. I have videos on there. I'll put it in oops. How do I get out of that? In the chat right now. I just have to get a webcam in order to go live on Rumble because it's not cross-platform and I can't do it from my phone. I have to do it directly from the computer to go live on Rumble. So I just put my link in the description box. Mark, thank you so much for the $10 donation. That really helps. What was that?
You're just being a fucking pussy.
Shh, Jaden. That will definitely help. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I have a P100 respirator myself. So you're walking around like Darth Vader? I like social distancing. I'm just, Mark, I'm subscribed to you on Rumble now as well, Danielle. You are very welcome. Sean Patrick, mind-bending anomaly that you think the mask or anything other than conditioning. Aloha from Hawaii. LOL, I heard that. She heard you swearing.
Hmm?
Lucy, I am your father. Come here, Luce. Yes, like when I was a kid, I used to eat mud, dirt, everything, touch everything. That's how you build immunity. That's how children build immunity. Now these children, their immunity is being stripped away. They don't get that chance to build up the defense like our bodies did as children. We were out playing in the mud. Now children having to wear masks constantly. They're getting sick very easily, and they're not being able to build immunity to it because they're always wearing a mask. They're not putting things in their mouths because people are concerned about, oh no, don't put that. You know what I mean? Like we were really digging in the mud and biting our nail, everything. I played in the creek, would bite my nails afterwards. What just happened there? Interesting. Mark sent $10 and it went, for some reason it says $8.89 for some reason. I don't know what the heck's going on my thing. It's weird. Thank you, Mark. That helps get, yes, new camera, exactly. That's what I'm looking to do. The webcam, I want to get to be able to go on Rumble and not jeopardize my channel platform, because reporting, I've already got a strike already. And the next one I get on a video, I won't be able to go live for a week. And then I'm sure the next one will be a closure of my channel. And I took a long time to build this channel, so I don't want to lose it. But those poor children that are constantly sick. Yeah, I'm trying, guys. It's a learning curve, right? It's gonna take a long time for me to be able to report like so good and know what I'm actually talking about. Like it's gonna take a while. I do know some, like I've learned a lot. Like I never knew half the shit that I know now. Excuse my French. I just need to get a better setup and have, thank you, the ski dog. That means a lot. Yes. Well, they're supposed to be lifting that in Quebec. They have a plan to lift that as of March 14th. The children will be no longer forced to wear masks. And grade schoolers, children, and secondary schools. Yeah, I see kids come in my store like all the time and they don't want to wear, I don't make them wear a mask. Even if people come in my store without a mask, I don't say anything, because it's just to the point where, they've been coming out during the whole pandemic and it hasn't stopped. They haven't stopped coming, so I'm assuming, I'm not scared. I was scared maybe in the very beginning, but I went through the whole pandemic and didn't get COVID. I was around people that had COVID. Some of my workers that I worked with had COVID, What did nobody say? I'm going to get a rubber Trump mask on eBay and wear that. No, taco, salty cracker. I think I've seen it on YouTube. Yeah, it's a streamer. Mr. B, I've been just wearing a thong, the little triangle part. They told me to remove it at the doctor's office. I love the Salty Army. Taco says, I agree. I think you're doing well with what you have to work with. Just wash your hands with soap and warm water before you eat. Oh my God. Every night you say this to me. I always wash my hands. My hands are dry and hurting at this moment. Look at them. Dry and raw. Because I'm always washing them no matter what I do. I'm yelling at them to wash their hands all the time too. Yeah, I've come a long way in just 2 weeks of doing this, so it means a lot that you guys are here too with me, you know, supporting me and being my like cheerleaders, I'll say, my freedom fighters, my PzP freedom fighters, that's what I'm gonna call you. And helping me, giving me intel, giving me information, and letting me know other sources of news that I didn't find. You guys are keeping me informed as well, and it's like a back and forth, and I enjoy the interaction with you guys. Thank you, Shirley. Wolf Tracks. Just got the word that police are releasing the trucks and other vehicles back to the owners in Ottawa. Well, it's about time, don't you think? Are you getting sleepy over there? What would that say? And support your thyroid. What? Oh, I have thyroid issues. I have thyroid issues as it is. I have a mass on my thyroid, so that could be the issue, one of the issues that are leading to that. I was expecting the stand personally. I think. What about the rest though, since the EA technically was not illegal during that time of the arrests? Well, they're still, like I said earlier, Pat King's just got denied bail today. Tamara Lynch is still in jail. Chris Barber got released and he was told to go back to leave the Ontario state. He was told to leave Canada and go back to where he is from. Oh, fibromyalgia is a horrible, horrible disease. I'm sorry to hear that. Hi, Support Freedom. How are you? Sandy Smith, I love your natural way. Don't get too professional. Mark Mello, I like that I'm a PzP freedom fighter to get better than a stormtrooper. Exactly. Free Tamara. Like this is it, but it's our government. It's twisted and corrupt, so they'll keep making up shit and they'll keep them as long as they need to. Like they said, they're threatening her with 10 years imprisonment. I've had it tested and I've had finding a biopsy from it. Now it's functioning normally, so they said I don't need to take anything for it, but I'm supposed to go back and get it tested again, but I'm just too stubborn and hard-headed to even go to a doctor's office, and I don't want to know my fate is what I'm trying to say. I'd rather not know, because if I know, I'm going to worry. And digital IDs, why not digital bank accounts too? Crazy stuff.
So they can freeze it.
Yeah, so they can have access to it. I don't want
to do something, they'll freeze all your money.
Right. I don't want a bank account that they can have access to and freeze my assets if I don't do what they say. No way am I ever going to do that. I'm not going to get the microchip either. I'm not going to allow that.
You won't know when they're doing it.
What do you mean I won't know when they're doing it?
You do when you go to the dentist. But...
Yeah, they could have implemented it any way possible. Like when you're laying in a dentist chair, when you're under surgery, they could say, okay, microchip this one, she's not microchipped. You know, it's not going to happen though. That's where I lay. I don't want anything. I don't want to be tracked. I don't want to be told if I don't do this, they're going to take my funds away when I work hard for what I get. You know what I mean? They're not the ones working. I'm working my ass off. So why would they even, have the right to take our money from us? But we've seen already that the government is twisted and corrupt and they'll do whatever they please.
Just like how they take money from natives people that die.
Yeah.
Oh.
Everything is horrible here. I'm when that comes into fruition where they say, okay, digital wallets, everything's going to be digital, then we know exactly where that's going and we need to run for the hills, because I am not going to be one that's going to get, microchipped and told, if I don't do this, your license, your car's being revoked, your job, your money, your bank account's being frozen, your money now belongs to me, and if you want to get that back, you got to do as I say. Fuck that. We already are being tracked by Google and or by our cell phones, smartwatches. Like, I have a smartwatch, I have a cell phone. I got those weird calls when I was down there. They were probably tracking me or doing something. My mom doesn't even want me streaming from her house because of IP reasons. So I'm going to get a VPN.
I have one, but it's shit.
Yeah, nobody. I need to pull out my money probably. And if you guys, that's another way that if you guys wanted to send donation, you could do it by mail, gift card, or what have you. If you don't feel comfortable doing it this like over online because of your money, like the scare tactics of all that. I have a PO box. When is the last time you've taken a jab? I have not had any shot probably since I was 10 years ago. The only thing I've ever had was blood taken from me, but never any shots. Mr. B's, I hear both have a shitload of money on the book at jail, so they are both still holding the line. That's awesome. They're holding the line from where they're at, but they shouldn't be there in the first place. Nobody says, I'll become a pirate then, Sean. What did I miss? HJR192. Thanks, Bigaboo. I have no idea what my blood type is. Couldn't tell you that. It's pure blood. That's what it is. That's what I'll say. I sold off a bunch of stuff and paid cash for this house. See, Mr. B, that's how you got to do it. PzP, you should create a Discord where we can share articles. Don't I have Discord on my computer?
I'm not sure.
Or is that, what's that gaming platform that's on my computer? I used to have a Discord a long time ago when I played games on my computer. Oh, Taco's asking. We're gonna watch it tonight. He fell asleep as soon as I ended the live, he fell asleep. So we're gonna watch it tonight. And I'll let you know how we like it. I had to put tape on my camera on my phone about a year and a half ago. I had someone in the chat thread describe what I look like in perfect detail. True story. That's scary. Nobody, that's scary.
Who knows? Somebody could be ratting you because you've been accepting emails from people.
I haven't been accepting them. I've been blocking them. I'm still getting emails till this day I have to just block them all, and they keep coming in, coming in. It's like ridiculous.
The program that they're using to do that is called Orcus.
Orcus.
Yes.
Well, hey, Mr. Techie Man, why don't you come help my computer out then?
It's fine.
If you know all the codes and everything to get in. Getting more emails too after the hack. If Trudeau likes China so much, he should pick up, move, and stay there permanently, right? Well, he is a techie tech man. They're laughing at me because I called you a techie tech man. He went to school for it. He knows all those codes that you type in that black control alt delete thing. What is it called?
Command prompt.
The command prompt. That's it.
Is that what it's called?
My computer. I have a gaming computer. It's a nice computer I built. I built it myself. Well, with my hands. Another hack data breach. Wow. Well, I'm just getting strange random emails. Like people are signing me up for shit, taking my email and signing me up for random stuff or something. Anyone HJR 192? What's HJR 192? Doug Boone, Canada run on the banks is what ended the Emergency Act. Oh, that's awesome, Ski Dog. No, it's not junk email and spam. It's just people are signing me up for US stuff. Like if I showed you my email, it's ridiculous. Okay, I'll do that, Daniel. Tape the camera facing you. There are apps to spy available for anyone to download. Well, why would I tape that? Then you guys won't see me. Yeah, Doug Ford's another one. There's something behind him giving us, he's saying he wants to pay back to the Canadians that have lost so much.
Whenever they give something, they take it.
Yeah, whenever they give something, they take it. So he wants to take the license plate stickers away. But meanwhile, there's some string attached to that because he's not just going to say, oh, I feel sorry for the Canadian. It's because the election's coming up and he wants to be reelected. That's one of them. And then, because like I said in previous lives, he's losing out $1.2 billion a year from these people. And that money is used to fund our roadways, to fix things and all that. So where are they going to pull that money from? Is it going to be, higher taxes? What's going to happen? I don't know. So there's always a string attached to what they have going on in the world. Because they give, they take. They give us, they take away. Nothing is for free. Exactly. Yes, Daniel. What is it? No. Okay. Louis Fuhrer, have you heard how Pastor Arthur Pulaski is doing? Brad Barton from Tennessee is doing a show tonight to help him. I haven't seen that. I'll have to look into that, Louis. What the heck is HRJ192? What is it?
That's something I heard before.
Mr. B, do you have got rid of your smartphone? Mark Miller, I hope you haven't been hacked and all the best. Thank you so much, Mark. Read HJR192 and this is it. Well, that's the Troy won't. I have a Google Nest over there because I'm all about having access to my music, because when I have sticky glue fingers or whatever from crafting, he won't even let me plug it in. He'll let me plug it in, but he won't let me have it connected to his network. Bankers zebra. Daniel Martin, we are all screwed here in the USA as well. I believe it. The world, it's coming to the NWO, and that's what they want, and they're not going to rest until they get each and every one of us.
The world's gonna become one nation.
Yeah, the world's going to become one nation. Shirley says, don't blame them. It just allows more spying on your household. Hey, do you have fiber internet in Canada? I have no idea. Do we have fiber internet in Canada?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we do.
There was a big, huge project to push it, and now you know why. And then right after that, when they're done.
Oh yeah, there was a big, huge project to push the fiber internet and 5G and all that here just before COVID, when it just started happening, before the lockdown. The first lockdown, they started pushing the 5G on people and the fiber internet
To install it.
And I'm gonna keep radiation sickness.
Do you guys remember that when it all first started and they were saying about the people were going around saying, look, it's 5G towers and whatnot, and they were pulling kids out of school because we were thinking that it was 5G networks going in there and they didn't want to poison the children or whatever. It was a bunch of different things. Yay, 70 likes, 42 people in here. Thank you for all being in here. I appreciate you guys. Hit that like, hit the notification bell on your way out so you know when I go live. Thank you all for being here. It means a lot. Does everyone remember the rotary phones? I love those things. I love playing with those things. Thank you, Doc. Yeah, USA and Canada are working together. Exactly. Nobody. They won't get all of us, and they know it. It's in their documents that some will refuse to comply. They expect some to head to the wilderness. I read the documents of the Agenda 21 years ago. Yeah, they won't get me, that's for sure. Troy even said, he's going to go into the wilderness. I said, well, what about Lucy? And he's like, well, Lucy will give us away at first, as soon as she sees somebody. So I ain't leaving. Look at her.
Oh my god.
What are you doing? Come here then. She's hiding behind the curtain and her snoot was just sticking out.
That's kind of funny.
Sean Patrick says 5G has lots to do with this. What do you want to know? Everything. Come here then. Oh, that was a heck of a jump, Lou. Yeah, they're like the 5G cell phones that are out in the stores. I guess maybe I should stop wearing my my Samsung watch then, because maybe I'm being tracked by just wearing this. Well, I am. I used to have one for hurricane season. Exactly, Mark. Do you remember dial-up internet too? Get off the phone! I'm trying to sign in. Kids don't kids don't know how good they have it. Like when we were kids, we had no internet, we had no cell phones, we had pagers. I remember pagers. Do I have any other pets? Yes, I have another dog named Oliver. He's in Jaden's room because he likes to make a lot of noise. He's very, very hyper and energetic, He's a long-haired Parson Jack Russell. He's still, like, he's like 1, I think. He just turned 1. Troy sounds a lot like my husband. The dog will give us away. It's true, though, but I'm not giving her up. Let's see all... Can you grab Oliver, Jaden? She's not going to like it. She's going to growl at him as soon as he comes in here. As soon as he comes near me. See, I told you. This is Oliver. Lucy! Stop being mean. Come here. This is Oliver. Say hello, Oliver. Say I'm a furry little boy. Stop. He can be on me for a second.
Lucy just suffered emotional damage.
She's suffering emotional damage from him being on me.
Yep.
This is Oliver. Little Ollie boy. Your sister is jealous. Do you want to take him out so he... Oh. Oliver's cool looking, Taco said. Lucy's mad. Yeah, come here, baby. I'm sorry. Well, she's been stuck by my side for 7 years. Like, you bond the most with... Like, I had her since she was in her mother's stomach. Like, I had her mother. And I pulled her out of the birth canal. So, I've been bonding with her since she was in her mother's stomach. So, she's really protective of me. She saw me go through a lot in the 7 years she's been. So, she just is very protective. That's all. And jealous. She doesn't like any other dogs near me. Yeah, Lucy is even jealous of Troy half the time, eh?
Mm-hmm.
She growls at him. She's like, don't come near my mommy. Like, she will literally attack the heck out of somebody if anyone comes to touch me or even, like, taps me. She'll bite their head off. Some guy was protesting nanographin in Ottawa this past Monday. Google or YouTube that. Okay, I will after I get off here. I'm going to get off in a minute, guys, because I'm hungry. Everyone's saying, Lucy, be nice to your brother. She steals all his toys. She'll go hide them behind our bed. Don't you?
She doesn't want to do anything.
She doesn't let him do anything. Even my dad's dog, she doesn't let him do anything, and she's a dominant one. She will hump Titan. She's fixed. She'll hump Titan just to assert her dominance. It's hilarious. And he's a big black lab, and he just puts up with it, and he's terrified of her. Those are beautiful dogs. Tell Troy I said they will do fine in the wilderness. Warn him of approaching bears. Yeah. You hear that? Nobody said that. Those are beautiful
I
dogs.
don't think bears you'd be I don't think you'd be worried about bears. I think about other people trying to kill you.
He's like, we shouldn't be worried about bears. It'll be people trying to kill us. Does anyone know what happened to the South African guy with Honda knackered suspension in Ottawa? No, I'm not too sure. Small man syndrome. Oh, here she goes. Going to be a little terrorist. Be nice to Oliver, Louie. Now they're going to play back and forth. It's going to get crazy in here. He's going to get loud. Yeah, so this is what my live consists of. It's live, it's real, it's raw, it's up front. Whatever happens in my house, I guess you see it all. So it's going to get hectic in here because now they're playing. Lucy, that's not, be nice. Yes, exactly, ma'am. Try not to worry about things we cannot control. Well, I can control my own body and what goes in it. That's all I know. Dogs have been used as alarm systems for thousands of years to warn approaching threats, both two-legged and four-legged. Yeah, she was barking last night. Like, she was going crazy last night while we were sleeping. She's just protecting, I say. That's all she's doing. She's protecting us in her house, letting us know. So Troy got out of bed and went out and looked. But I've been on here for almost an hour and a half, so I'm going to have to go ahead. If you guys have any more questions for me, you can ask me before I hop off here. I want to thank each and every one of you for being here, the support that you've given me for the past 2 weeks. What are we having for dinner tonight? I have no idea. I'm going to just make soup or something. I don't feel like cooking. My brain hurts from all the stuff I did today. They will risk their own lives for you when they love you. Yeah, that's true. Lucy does it. She shows me that all the time. You too, the ski dog. You have a good night as well. Tell the wife I said good night. Yeah, so thank you all for being here. I have a Rumble account that I've set up. Wash your hands with soap and water, then put Jergens on. I always wash my hands. I'm going to have you need to tell them to wash their hands. How's that? Not me. Tell them to wash their hands. This is what happens. Thank you so much, Shirley. Oliver, where are you?
Right here.
Oh. Come here, Oliver. Oliver. Thank you for all you guys do. Is much appreciated. Dog fight. Oliver, come here. He's scared to come in here. No, he's like, I'm not even coming past her. Go get him, Lou. Go get him. Go get him. Anyway, it's going to get loud in here, so I'm going to let you guys go. And thank you all for coming and joining me. Oh, have a red bone hound and a black-faced mountain cur. Can I have that? That finger looks brutal. Come say bye to the people, Troy. Show them your gorgeous finger.
No.
He's coming to say bye to you guys. Well, that was not much of a bye. Wake up Troy if he falls asleep again. I'll be sure of that. I'll put his hands in cold water or warm water. Are you being a bad girl? See you tomorrow. Bye, Troy. Have a good one. She's causing shit. See, she's a shit disturber. Just like her mother. Aren't you, Lucy? Troy, actually use your voice and say bye-bye to the people. Come here.
Bye.
Oh my, you're such a tool. Bye, Mark. Oh, Taco says bye, Lucy. Come here. Say bye. She wants to go harass Oliver. Told you. Toodaloo. Bye, Steve. Thank you guys all so much for being here. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the donation, Mark. It means a lot. Bye, Shirley. See you guys tomorrow.